Hey homie, welcome back to my channel. How is it? What's happening? My name is Omi Odike and this is Talk to Your Homie TV. My darling here. I love to give very sweet and juicy gist, and today I have tea for you. There is fire on the mountain and we all need to start running or checking people out because Neo and V are actually being dragged. Neo is being dragged by people who think like, well, I mean, if you guys don't know, he had his birthday celebration and they claimed that fans bought him gifts, and there's been proof that maybe fans didn't really buy him those gifts. We'll talk about that. And also V is being dragged by a brand that she's supposed to be an ambassador of. It's just messy. So you and I will decide who is lying. Is Neo lying? Are the fans lying? Are trolls lying? Is V lying? Is the brand? Whatever we'll decide is in this video, my darling. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I bring you all the tea now. And guys, give this video a thumbs up. Thumbs up helps videos grow. I will appreciate it. Just stop and go and like this video. Go and like it, and let's start gisting. So I want to begin with Neo, right? So Neo had this big birthday party, you get me? V was there, Ozor was there. There was even a part where, Neo's mother had to tell V, no, go and sit beside your man, Joe. No, don't worry about me or the girl. Sit beside your man, you get me? Oh my, it was huge, man. I just liked that they all came out to celebrate him. I wish Neo all the blessings that he wishes himself for this new year. Now, that being said, we now heard that, fans gave him 2 million naira, a Mercedes Benz, and gift items for his birthday. That's now how somebody actually posted and said that car that they said that Neo's fans bought for him, that it was not the fans that bought it for him, that he actually bought it himself. And he bought the car before the birthday. Maybe he unveiled it that birthday, but he bought the car before his birthday. The personal fact, you know what? I actually want to just read it verbatim, exactly what the person said. So the girl said, car that Neo got since. Remember the show V was crying? She mentioned he got a car and she did not know about it. Neo is such a liar. And why this tweet was trending was because V actually liked it. You know that blogger actually went to V's Twitter page to munch and show that, like, because on Twitter, if you like a post, it comes on your page as liked post, you get me? So V liked it. So people are saying that if V liked it, then it means that it is true. Maybe he bought the car earlier, yeah? Then I'm now seeing another post that shows, I think Neo had an accident or something, but the car that he bashed was not the Mercedes car. In the comment section on Instagram, it's actually war between fans and non-fans. Non-fans say Neo is a liar, like he bought the car himself, but fans are saying that they actually contributed money to buy the car. I don't know. But what I know is social media is such a place, right? People can do anything to control the narrative, to make it look a certain way. I'm not saying Neo did not buy the car or he bought the car or the fans bought the car. I really don't know. What do you guys think? And let me just say the truth here. I think VENITA needs to just, like, why are they even having issues? Like, why is VENITA liking a post against Neo? Like, why? Y'all are supposed to be family. You're supposed to be his cousin. Like, why? I think VENITA should just hands off Neo and, his chick. I understand, because let me tell you what I think. VENITA is very concerned about Neo because she probably has her hands involved in him being in the entertainment space, you get me? I think that before Neo even got to BB Nigeria, VENITA, has been showing him the road, pushing him, so she kind of feels responsible, for him in that space. And of course, if you have been pushing somebody to grow in a space and the person now gets BB Nigeria and now has all the eye and is not doing what you think the person should be doing, you will be angry. I understand. So that's why I think VENITA is very like, why are you dulling, yeah? But then again, man, get your hands off it, VENITA. That's what I would say, man. Respectfully, leave them. Let him do. Last year, he's new and you are VENITA. Do you get me? Leave him, man. Let him do what he wants to do. You do what you want to do. If he bounces back and does not work for him, no problem. You tried, but just get your hands off their matter. He's not a child. I understand that you feel, yeah, but he's not a child. Let him do what he wants to do, if you ask me, period. Then V. Okay, so what happened with V? V, I think maybe 2-3 weeks ago, V announced that she was now a brand ambassador to this clothing brand called Zina and Zera. it is actually owned by Glee. They also own like a hairline, and after she announced it now yesterday, she now comes to say that she has taken her hands off it. She doesn't work with them anymore, that now she actually works with proper brands, and she went to explain what happened. V says, I am no longer associated with the brand, that's Zena and Zara. Regard every image of me shared by them as false advertising and only do business with them at your own prerogative. I now deal with reputable brands and corporations. The CEO of Zena and Zara, Happiness Adebayo, that's Glee, reached out to her to collaborate in the promotion of her company's design, and she forwarded her management details to Glee. Contrary to her false claim that I reached out to her for the deal. We agreed fees, and I was told to wait for weeks until her shipment had arrived. Then finally a shoot date was agreed. I got to the shoot and professionally conducted myself. However, the company CEO insisted that I wear the hair that she sells through another company entirely. In order not to be considered difficult, I agreed, and we concluded the shoot. At the second shoot day, I insisted that I wear my own hair, and I believe this was the beginning of the issues. A video was shared from the shoot, and I informed the company of the need to work on the footage, and this was where the CEO started throwing totally undeserved tantrums, essentially claiming that she always has personal relationships with her brand ambassadors, and as she has not been able to have that with me, she considers me difficult to work with. She thereafter demanded a refund. It was a 6-month deal, and an initial part payment of 2.5 million was already paid. When she requested for the refund, 2 million naira was sent to her, but my management removed 500,000 naira due to the mileage her page had received from the announcement campaign, giveaway, promotion, and time spent working on brand content. However, it became clear to me that the CEO's quest was to ensure that one way or the other she drags my brand into hers by any means necessary. Conversations around termination had not even been concluded before she started sending bits of the engagement vlogs. So now that's V's own. V has said that right now, her lawyers are involved. The company right now is giving us two sides of the story. The company says, V, before removing yourself from a brand, you ought to pay up, sign out of the contract. Okay, now CEO, the brand says, when you were calling for this deal, we considered, as we believed you would add value. Little did we know it was going to be the other way around. After paying right on the first day of set, your manager has said you have been gathering the money and paid a part. You still owe the brand a lot of money. More details coming soon. Like, it's messy. The brand even goes on to say that of course V gave them 2 million as against 2.5 million. However, the shoot included the items she took cost about 1.4 million, which she insisted on not paying back. Now she refused to pay for the loss incurred for the shoot, not forgetting that she made away with items worth 400,000, including the 500,000 balance from the ambassadorial deal payment, all tuning to about 1.9 million. Since she's not willing to pay for the loss incurred and the outstanding, the brand decided to use the content from the shoot done. The brand is saying that, see, it wasn't only hair that they gave V. For the shoot, they provided V bags, shoes, jewelries, and it wasn't just hair. So why is V mentioning just the hair when they provided other things? And the reason they gave her hair is because it was their shoot. They wanted V to look perfect. I mean, because it's their brand, yeah. And V asked if she could bring her own hair, but the brand was like, no, bring your stylist, not your hair, because if it's your hair, we'll not be able to control the look. I mean, it's the brand that is paying for the shoot. They need V to look a certain way, you get me, based on what the brand stands for. Do you get me? And another reason they brought their hair was because they did not want V to be mentioning another person's name, like hair by this, when the shoot is their shoot. When you get me, they own everything, so they don't want anybody to get credit. Another thing that the brand said was that V at some point said to ask them for percentage on sales that they make off her promotion period. And the brand is like, what do you mean by that? And this is actually proof. You can read this one when you read it. When they told her about the percentage thing, she was like, you know what, it can't be added. Guess we will look elsewhere. Thank you for your time. The manager was like, no, now, like, calm down. Like, I'm not saying that is a deal breaker. I think the part that I want us to read was when V actually sent the woman a message. V actually said, honest opinion, I believe the first cut of the video was far better than this cut. It was short and very simple. The difference in weather is also very visible. It is obvious that we shot this video on 2 different days. I think the first cut will get mad traction and engagement. I'm sure that's what you want for your brand, and I know what attracts my followers. I'm not trying to intrude on how you run your brand, but I'm just suggesting because I know the first version will be a hit. Have some faith in me, please. I know exactly what I'm talking about. The brand replies and says, hello, trust you're doing good. Thanks for your suggestion. As for the first cut, that was a time and edit sample with only 4 to 5 outfits, not a full commercial. Also, the full collection is what we want out there because that's what's available to sell. I have visions and investments on this brand. I know exactly what I want and how to get it done. Posting 4 outfits as a collection after a month of signing isn't fair on the brand. Actually, regardless, I would appreciate you post the collection today as we both move this brand forward. So you know what I'm going to say, yeah? First of all, when you're going to sign a deal, take your time to read the contract. Second thing I'm going to say is I understand both parties. I understand V and I understand the brand. Let's just be truthful. I understand the both of them. As an influencer, it's V's followers that you want to reach out to. She knows her followers. She knows what she wants to portray to her followers. If like your core purpose of signing V is to reach out to her followers, she knows what they like and she's telling you how to communicate with them. And that's why when you want to sign deals at the beginning, speak to them and say, man, this is what you want to say, but I will say it in my own language. Yeah, man. And that's why sometimes I would say, man, it's good as an influencer to control some things, because as an influencer, you know what you want to look like. You don't want to be portrayed a certain way. Like when I edit my videos, like if I go and do promotional videos and I want to edit it, yeah, I know the size that I'll put that makes me look fine. If I give you the video to edit, you probably will edit what I may not look fine in. Do you get me? So V knows what she's saying. However, also the brand knows what they want to portray, and a lot of times, let me tell you something here, a lot of times here, because brands are not influencers, do you get me, some brands can be asking you for things that you're like, this doesn't make any sense now, like, can't you see, like, it's not fine, it's too long, cut this out, I'm telling you. And now, yeah, for the side of the brand, let's just paint everything plainly. Yeah? This is their brand. They are the ones who reached out to you to represent them. They're the ones who know the vision and mission and what they want to promote. They're the ones who are bringing, according to what we read, they're the ones who are bringing the photographer, who are organizing the shoot. And I mean, it makes a lot of sense if they want you to look a certain way. Now, of course, they cannot force you to, or force V to, write or tag the name of the hair. No, but they know what they want to promote. Do you understand? And I've said it before, I'm saying it again. If you're working with a brand as an ambassador or an influencer, you're literally their employee. They're employing you to do something. They're employing you for 6 months to help them and push their brand. This is what they want you to sound like. Do you get? If you don't like it, that's where I said that at the beginning of the contract, you stated that, you know what, even though I'm signed with you, I'm still going to have leverage to this, that, and that. And if you say no, walk away. But if a brand is telling you what the brand wants, because I mean, look at it, they provided her hair, they provided her shoes and not shoes, whatever, according to the story, bags and accessories, because they want her to look away. And I know that, of course, V has her own hair, but it's not out of place for the brand to say, you know what, we are going for a particular look, and this is the look that we want. It's your company. If it's too much for you, wash your hands off. And now, that's why I said we don't know the legal terms. We're not there when they signed it. But if the brand is saying that they gave V some products, you get me, some materials worth 1.4 million naira, the same way V is incurring damages and logistic and things. It's the same way they incur themselves. Do you get it? It's the same, like they incur their own damages and expenses by giving her products, by even organizing the shoots. So let's be real, man. See, they can both, in fact, the brand can even sue VEE. And I'm just being truthful. That's why I said at the beginning of a contract, state what you want and what you do not want. And if they don't agree, walk away. Do you get? And again, that's why a lot of influencers have to own aspect of a promotional material or video. You can say, what, I'm going to work with my photographer, because and this is what other influencers do. Get your own photographer, because that person knows the angle that you look fine in. The person has been shooting you for a while. The person knows, okay, I'm going to come with my own photographer, I'm going to come with my own, you state it at the beginning. Or you even say, what, we do the shoot for you, we do everything for you. Part of when you're giving the contract, you say, okay, part of what my charges or my fee is filming or shooting cost. That way, it's you that will now go and bring your own photographer, your own editor that will do everything for you. It's you that will do it. Do you get? And then you give it to them. They will now approve. But as an influencer or ambassador, you don't really have the right to say, oh no. You can, of course, you can say it, but if the brand says they don't want it, that's what they want, man, because it's a company and you're coming in as a contractor to contract for the company. Do you think the contractor would start to give demands? You can advise and suggest, but if you say no, they say no, man. You get me? So, man, that's how I'm like, I really don't see, like, I see where the brand is coming from. I see where VEE is coming from. But I think that, of course, this is such a legal issue. It's a background issue. Lawyers should be involved, obviously. And a lot of times, man, you come across bad deals. Bad deals come to you so that you learn never to do those deals again. So that now, at least I'm sure that VEE now knows what to state when she gets deals, or when she's signing it. She knows that, okay, this is what I'm going to ask for upon like signing or let me speak English. Contractual, you get me, term? Yeah, man, that's what I think. Any other influencer coming to limelight, look at these things. State all these things early. Give your own correction observation before you put your signature down, because sometimes they are offering you money sweet, but then conditions like this will not be making you, don't dent your image for, you get me? But yeah, man, what's your opinion? Please talk about it in the comment section, my darling. Guys, I have posted my wedding vlog on my vlog channel and it was so much fun. I covered everything, literally. Me leaving the house, going to do my makeup, going to the court, everything. As in, if you have not done a court wedding, if you watch the vlog, you would have a clear picture of what a court wedding should look like. Our first official kiss, everything is there. I'll put a link to that video down below, guys. Go and watch it. And oh, guys, our podcast has been revived, Pennywise, and I'm coming with a bang. The fire on the podcast is mad. God is going to talk to you, my honey. If you don't know, I have a podcast on the Bible and about God. Literally, it's called Pennywise. I'll put the link to it down below. I dropped a recent one, The Principles for Healing. Guys, if you listen to it, just come and thank me. You get me? We're on YouTube and also on every podcast platform. Type Pennywise, you will see us there. Literally everyone. Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, everywhere. So go there and listen, yeah. But if you want to watch it on YouTube, I'll put the link down below. And I'm showing my face finally. So yeah, go and watch it, my darling. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.